Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to my show. Anybody that ever take the time out to check any of my content out, I want you to know off top that I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta take time out to check out my stuff, but you do it. So I might hold even a little bit, maybe even 1% of interest of your interest. Just at least 1%, and that's a lot to me. Because everybody's time is valuable and you can't get it back. Just for somebody just to want to tune in just to see what you're doing or how you doing or what's going on or because they like the content you putting out. That mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? A lot of people focus on like it being a lot of people. And that ain't the important thing. It's about the people that it touch in general. Like it can be one person that rock with you. And that's how I got into it. You know what I mean? I like posting my content for just like, if you rock with me, I rock with you. Everybody ain't gonna rock with me. I ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. And that's the same way with them. I ain't gonna rock with everybody and everybody not gonna be my cup of tea. But nonetheless, it's gonna be tea. I just got this the other day from Burlington Coat Factory. How it look, hope you like it. It didn't even cost me much. It was about $11 for everybody that want to know. Don't be afraid to go to these clearance stores and things like that. Gabe's, Burlington, hell, Walmart. These stores got top quality material. They got good things. They got good stuff in there for you now. Otherwise, shop black. I would recommend you finding somebody, you know what I mean, supporting your local black business, anything like that if you can. But more likely than none, just like most of us, we ain't got the kind of money to be able to afford to do that often. So when you can do it, but just typically speaking or just like standard speaking, like of generally where you would go, I go to like try to go to clearance places like Gabe's, Burlington Coat Factory and stuff like that to try to find me some clothing. Shoes wise, because I was size 16 wide, 16 to 17, then I had to order my shoes off of eastbay.com. That's where I found out where it's the best price for me to get some shoes from, eastbay.com. So that's what I recommend for the big feet people and people in general, because sometimes they got good deals on shoes. I got these right here. Kind of dirty, but you see them. eastbay.com. And I think I paid about $80 for these right here. So yeah, they got some good deals on there for people. You know what I mean? But definitely I appreciate everybody that take the time out to fool with me. I fool with y'all. If you got some content of your own that you want me to check out, feel free to make sure you let me know. And if you got something that you would like to see me post or to talk about or questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. You know, let's see, I done so much kind of things, it's crazy. And that's something that people didn't know, and I'll talk about that real quick because it's a lot of people having financial problems and a lot of people with bank accounts. I used to work at a bank. I used to work at TD Bank. Now, let me tell you something about banks. And I know people gonna get it how they can, but banks are set up to make money. They're not set up to just hold money and to give it back to you. So therefore, they're gonna take advantage of the opportunity of making money by ensuring that they take care of the people that's providing them with the most funds. And that's a part of the reason why, like, if you try to go pull a certain amount of money out the bank in one day, and you got that kind of money, then they have to call law enforcement and check in, like something like that, just to get clearance and shit. And they can't just give you your money. Like if you got $1 million in the bank, you're like, I want $1 million right now. They're not finna just pull $1 million out for you willy-nilly at the teller and be like, hey, here you go. It don't work like that. So banks are set up to make money. Now, those very large accounts are who they care about the most. So that's what gives them access and have the capital to be able to spread it around to everybody else. And it may seem like a good thing on their end. You may think, some people may think, oh, they helping out. They looking out for the people that ain't got no dollars. They are not doing that. So, because what they're doing is they're taking advantage of poor people. And I'll tell you how to take advantage of poor people. Maintenance fees, overdraft fees, and things like that are set up against you to hurt people that don't make much money. Accounts that want you to maintain a requirement balance are set up against people that they know they're going to continue to go over the requirement balance and are going to accumulate either a maintenance fee or overdraft fee, something of the nature. Now, some banks have fees that range like $5 if you go under a certain amount. Some banks have fees that are like $15 if you go under a certain amount. Some banks just let you pay a certain amount every month and not have to worry about it, which is also, it's kind of crazy that you have to pay a bank to hold your money. Like that's crazy. Like, you paying everybody. Like, how can you afford to pay a bank like $5-6? Yeah, it may seem like nothing to somebody, but you know what I mean, it's just somebody need that $5-6. So when it comes down to the end of the month, and then it's like, boom, it costs $5-6 to maintain this account every month, and then you got $10 in your account. You got to eat and feed your family because a crisis has happened, and now all of a sudden that $5-6 come out, and now you're short. You only got $4, and now you have to spend some money. Now you go overdraft your account, and now they charge you another fee on top of that, which is probably $20 to $35. See what I'm saying? They're taking advantage of people, poor people. Because poor people gonna go under the balance requirement. Poor people gonna overdraft their account. They got the option because they need it. It's not because they just want to do it. A lot of some people, yeah, they say, oh, I'm gonna do that, but they know they're putting the money back, so it's not like they're not planning on paying back. It's crazy because it's just, I don't like the way it's set up against. But moving on from that in particular, let's also talk about a way that could benefit a lot of people out here that I had to tell a lot of people. What you do is, if you accumulated overdraft fees on your account, or you accumulated maintenance fees on your account, and you work for a company, if this company, if not work, but if you bank with them and you accumulate overdraft or maintenance fees, what they do is usually over a certain time period, with you being a good customer with them, then it accumulates to where you got a protection on your account, to where it accumulates up to where you can ask. They're not going to ask you, hey, would you like an overdraft fee returned to your account? Or, hey, would you like a maintenance fee returned to your account? It's up to you to say, hey, first of all, if you accumulated a couple of fees or something throughout the year and you're a little short, you need some money, call your bank and be polite, because it's at their discretion on how much they can do for you. So more likely than none, it's at their discretion. If you've been with them for a while and you accumulated a few fees on the account, then call them, be polite with them, you know what I mean? Maybe ask to review the account, and then maybe ask them to, politely, if they could do anything about helping you about returning the fees on your account that you accumulated. So what you do is ask for the maximum amount that they could possibly help with. A leave. Nah, I got an ibuprofen. Yeah, so what you do is you go and you ask them, I know I have a few maintenance and the overdraft fees on my account that I've accumulated, and since I've been with your company for a while, with the bank for a while, is there anything you could do about returning those fees to my account this time? Of course, most likely than none, they're gonna say, we can't return all the fees on your account. you know. But at discretionary, depending on how much relationship you have with the bank, when you ask them, well, could you please help me with the maximum amount that you could try to return to my account, please, for me? It's tight times right now. I'm short. I don't have funds, and I don't call often with any kind of inconvenience or problems. I love this bank, but I just wanted to check to see if there's anything you can do to help me out with the fees that I accumulated on my account, and I'm gonna try to do better going forward. You say that, and usually you get a nice representative that's understanding, because it's not their fault that you got the fees on your account. But as a representative, more likely than none, they can see the fees and they can say, okay, well, they've been with us for a while. They look like a good customer. We don't have an issue with them. I haven't had any complaints about them calling in and being rude, because once you call in being rude, those are noted on the screen so people can handle you accordingly, knowing that, oh, this is a potentially rude customer. So therefore, with that being said, you don't want to be one of those potentially rude customers that they have to put a notation saying, okay, this person is the kind of person that acts like this. Because it's not that they need to treat you a certain way when you call in, but it's just that a person wants to be aware of what they're dealing with, because who wants to have a bad account? At least you want to be prepared for it at first hand so you'll know how to handle it. But if you get a mean representative or something, then maybe hang up, call another one, or ask to possibly even speak to a manager. But I definitely think this will help a lot of people out that didn't know. A lot of people that's unfortunate and get taken advantage of in the banking system. So definitely try that out. You know what I mean? You welcome. Y'all owe me nothing. You know what I mean? I'm sure some of y'all will get some help. Everybody not gonna probably get no help, but more likely than none, some of y'all will get something back. So I got that for you today. One tip for you today. Shoot, I'm just checking in right now, checking with everybody. Much love to everybody. Wishing y'all much health. What's up? Yeah, give her this blue one right here that she was using. Give it up. And, that's what it's gonna be. So sending everybody some love. Blessings. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Work out. Tell the people you love that you love them. People you don't love, tell them you don't love them. Keep it pushing. I'll get back with everybody later on. Might drop something else later. We'll handle some business right now.